What is up, you guys? It's Violet Taylor here, and welcome back to Let's Catch a Vibe. Now, I hope everyone's feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling vibey. I don't know whose show this was. Pretty much, as you guys can tell, this is my spoiler review video of She-Hulk episode 9. This is the finale. But was it really a finale? I don't know. I liked it, but I was a bit like... Literally, the title of this episode is Whose Show Is This? Yeah? Not whose show is this? So, pretty much we pick on the end of the last episode where Jen, obviously she hulked out in public, went crazy, and everybody just sees her as a threat now. So she has to wear an inhibitor. She was locked up in the same cell Emil Blonsky was in. You know, she's been fired from GK and H because obviously she can't be representing people if, you know, she can't hold her anger, which is pretty much what the whole, you know, her being She-Hulk is, that she's calm and, you know, she can do her lawyer thing. She can't stay in her house anymore, so she has to move out. She goes to live back with the parents. You know, the typical thing when you can't survive on your own and you have to move back home, which isn't a bad thing because, you know, it's always nice to have a room back at your parents. But everything after about 15 minutes into the show, it turns into just, I don't know. I literally don't know. So yeah, pretty much we get, we find out that I predicted it was Nikki. If you guys watch my YouTube short, go and watch that if you didn't. I predicted it was Nikki. Find out that it was Todd, the creep, all along. Were the signs there? Yeah and no, because he could have just been a creep that was just had the hots for it anyway. So yeah, that wasn't really much of a surprise. It was like, okay, fair enough. So he's the Hulk King. We find out Emil Blonsky gives, he's been going into his abomination form, giving like seminar talks down the bottom of the shed, down the bottom of his retreat, basically, in like a shed. We find out, obviously, Todd set her up with Josh and pretty much made Josh, you know, flirt with her and stuff like that, and made Jen like him. So he took her blood. Todd juices up and becomes this Hulk. Hulk crashes through from space, and even Jen's like, okay, this isn't where the season was going. Even before that, when she's lying in her room on her parents, lying in her room on her bed at her parents' house. Ugh, get the words out. She's like, this isn't a season finale. This is just me getting screwed over. So then we get to the ultimate fourth wall. Now, I thought I'd pressed the button on the controller. Jen's just like, hold up. Jen breaks the fourth wall onto the Disney Plus service, jumps straight down into Marvel Assembled, and pretty much walks into the real world. So you guys probably don't know this, but She-Hulk broke the fourth wall a long time before Deadpool did. And I remember in one of her comic book issues, she actually went out of the page and went to talk to her like storyboard writers and stuff like that. So that's literally what she does in the real world. She walks through the Disney lot, goes to the people that write the She-Hulk production, and she said, listen, why are we following every trope that every superhero show does? There's loads of Easter eggs. There's images in here of her first issue. There's images in the background on the storyboards of episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 and all that, of like her comic book looks and stuff like that. This has got loads of Easter eggs. A lot of people are going to like Easter eggs for this one. She's saying, listen, I want to go and talk to Kevin. And we're like, you know, she's going to talk to Kevin for Goldie. This is going to be cool. This is going to be really cool. She's walking through the Disney or Marvel Studios thing. You see the Infinity Gauntlet. You see Iron Man armors on the wall and stuff like that. Like, she's literally in our world. Come to find out that Kevin Fagoli pretty much is a robot. And it's pretty cool because she comes through this elevator into like this little bunker room, and like the 10-year MCU thing, like all the stuff that's going on in the MCU is on this all like extended monitors that's like curving all the way around the room. We see like some of Jen's issues on these little, what you would see at comic book shops, these little like stalls kind of thing, which is really, really cool. So yeah, she pretty much chats to Kevin Fagoli, which is pretty much a robot. No? Okay, I mean, hey, it was weird, but it was breaking the fourth wall weird. This is probably what would happen in the comics, pretty much. But yeah, we end up finding out that Jen's like, why is the MCU got daddy issues? It's pretty much our thoughts have been put into this show, because a lot of people are saying Phase 4 was very draining, it was jarring, there was too much comedy. They turned Thor into a living joke every 5 seconds, cracking a joke. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I think the MCU is starting to realise that people are starting to wane on the MCU. She-Hulk's like, give us the X-Men. But before that happens, a really, really cool thing happens that I absolutely enjoyed. Kevin Fegoli's like, you need to de-transform from She-Hulk because you're burning a lot of our budget on CGI here. So she's like, okay, why do I need to do that? And he says, well, your budget and your CGI team has moved to another project. And you hear, do, which is the Black Panther. I was like, yes, oh my God. Black Panther, November 11th, be there, Wakanda forever. Anyway, so pretty much we find out she has to, he even says, wait for the camera to pan off, yeah? And then boom, you can de-transform. So yeah, pretty much she has a talk with Kevin Fegoli's robot, should I say. He's even got the cap as well, which is synonymously known for wearing hats. I don't think I've ever seen him without a cap on, I don't think. I might have seen one picture. Anyway, we pretty much move on to her just talking about issues in the MCU, which everybody's had on the internet and stuff like that. She even mentioned earlier in the episode, like I mentioned, this is in the season 5, this is her just getting screwed over. One good thing I wanted to mention, Nikki did bait out the Intelligentsia group. She uploaded a video that her mum sent her of She-Hulk pretty much in college, twerking and stuff like that in her pajamas, like girls have pajama parties and stuff, or slumber parties. So yeah, she posted on Intelligentsia and I was like, I was right, it's Nikki, I was right. Obviously, it turns out that she was just doing it to lure the Hulk King and get up a meeting. So, she sends Pug in. Again, I'm going backwards. She sends Pug in, tells him to act like, you're pissed off about She-Hulk. Todd's like, oh my God, he's a good-looking man. He's here. He's cool, bro. Da-da-da-da. Obviously, it leads into Jenny getting involved. So, yeah, overall, it's one of those ones where she ends up, dealing with it as a lawyer. She says, get rid of Hulk. Don't need him to be there. Emil Blonsky needs to own up to what he did. Get rid of the Hulk serum from the guy. So yeah, She-Hulk ends up, Emil Blonsky ends up locked up for another 10, he ends up getting locked up for 10 years, basically, because he broke his parole thing. Todd ends up going to the courts, and She-Hulk end up going to the courts. I like the purple suit that they give her at the end. I really, really love that purple suit. Matches her skin, because obviously the original colours are purple and green. Also, I forgot to mention that one of the most important things, this episode starts with the 1970s intro to the Hulk. That was amazing, because if you guys ever watched that TV series, it was amazing. That was a really, really good callback. I absolutely love that. It even does it towards the end. You remember that time when I said she was sitting on her bed and she was saying, this is me just getting screwed over? You hear the music, and she's like, no, the narrator starts talking. This is Jennifer Walters. And she's like, no, we're not having a narrator. It was so cool. Like, the imagery in this episode was so much of a callback to the old 70s Hulk TV series. It was so damn good. Anyway, come to the end of the episode. Jen pretty much says, listen, I'm here to defend anybody. As Jen and as She-Hulk, I'll be defending people if you harm or do anything to people. Cut to the end credit scene where we see Emil Blonsky sitting in his prison, and woof, Wong opens a portal. Pretty much they have a conversation where he's like, where have you been? Did you get on another show? He's like, yeah, well, sometimes that happens. So we don't know where Wong's been since this show. I'm assuming it can't be anything to do with Shang-Chi, because we already found out that Shang-Chi was before She-Hulk. So where was Wong? Was that during Multiverse of Madness, maybe? I don't know, because they didn't really mention that. Anyway, pretty much we end up getting Emil Blonsky gets taken to Comatage, and obviously Emil Blonsky's got to ask, have you got Wi-Fi? Is there a shared fridge? But yeah, overall, that was the end of She-Hulk. I think they also mentioned something about season 2. So yeah, a lot of people, I can see why a lot of people are going to hate this. I can see why a lot of people are going to hate this. It went completely left. A lot of people didn't like this show to begin with. A lot of people aren't going to like it now. I liked it. I thought it was fun. It's breaking the fourth wall. If we were to it's just like if we were to have like a Deadpool TV series, it would go completely left in the best way, obviously. But yeah, overall, I've pretty much said most of what was in the episode. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, I'm going to end this video here, guys. If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash the like button. If you did enjoy the video, let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like the video. Also, let me know, did you like episode 9? Whose show is this? But anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Enjoy Team Let's Catch a Vibe. Also, if you are new, please don't forget to switch on the bell notifications to get notified as soon as I upload. But more importantly, don't forget to stay vibey. And remember, Hulk smash! Oh damn! I forgot one thing. At the end, Hulk. During that part where She-Hulk's talking to Kevin, she does mention something about, I want to see more Daredevil again. And she even makes it like a joke where saying, like, you know, She-Hulk gets to smash Daredevil. Like, so Daredevil just appears out of nowhere, starts talking to Jen. He comes round to, like, the family barbecue where they all have, like, a bit of a sit-down and they're all asking him, you know, you have your own firm, you know, do you do it for the money? He's like, no, I just want to help people. You know, one woman even says, Hell's Kitchen don't sound like a safe place. He's like, you know, it's where I grew up. And then we get Hulk return, but we find out what he's been doing on Sakaar. He's come back with his son, Scar, which is going to be really, really cool. Also, that Kevin robot said something about save it. He said something about save it for the movie. So will She-Hulk appear in a movie? A lot of people want her actress to return, or they've mentioned that she wants her actress to return for She-Hulk in the movie, so she might be in Secret Wars. We don't know. Also, I think they said something about a Hulk film, so maybe we'll get out, because they're trying to, basically in the background, they're trying to get a World War Hulk film off the ground. But Scar's here now, so that's possible. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. Peace. Man, this was absolutely madness.